Bleeding Blue Podcast, episode 23. Another weekly episode on Thursday. We will be breaking down game 2 and 3 of the Leaf series, as well as the Kansas City Royals series with the Jays. So far, it's been pretty fucking shit, to tell you, to totally be honest. Especially the Jays. Jays haven't been good, but the Leafs right now, they are 1-2. They're still in it. It's going to be a close series. Last night was a close game. We'll get into that. But McCabe, how you doing? How are you feeling right now with these Leafs? Oh,
I'm kind of in the middle, I think. The first, let's just talk about game two, which I thought was, I think we got away with it a little bit because we weren't at our best, but we got the win. Uh, the first couple periods, we did not play our best hockey. I think we barely survived the second period with that Tavares goal late,
yeah.
and then just tried to get out of it 2-2 out of the second period. I thought that our defense was very good. I think Samsonov played a great game,
Yeah.
27 saves off 29 shots. So, and a couple of the goals were pretty good that day. So I'll let him off on that. But the fact that Matthews just fucking scores one of the best goals I've ever seen, picks it out of the fucking air like Randy Moss, puts it down on the ice, and then just destroys Allmark. I think that game kind of solidified who Boston's gonna keep in for the rest of the series. So Allmark had a great game. He made some crazy fucking saves, dude. But the fact that Swayman is just more consistent, as we'll talk about him for game three, but the
Yeah.
fact that he's more consistent in making the saves that are needed, probably made sure that he's going to be playing. Like Allmark had 31 saves on 34 shots. Like he played great. It's just the fact that some of the goals, like the Domi goal and the Tavares goal, were kind of saves that you should be making in the playoffs. I think that kind of made sure that he's probably not going to be in the lineup for game 4 and 5, at least game 4. I think Swayman will be playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Boston played better than us in game 2. We just got away with it.
Yeah.
And then we can go into depth on the scoring. So obviously Matthews had a great game, 1 goal, 2 assists. Tavares scored one at the late in the second period, and Domi got one right after Boston scored in the first. Yeah, I was very surprised that we got away with that win. I thought we were gonna go back home down to nothing. What were your thoughts on game two?
Game 2, I was happy with it. Most important game, like I feel like out of the three, because we needed to win. We wanted to go back home with the win. You don't want to go back home 0-2. That just it's a lot of pressure on you. Playoffs are always has is a lot of pressure, but I think getting that win was nice. Matthews defense was great. Like Samsonov really could have been the MVP of that game because he really helped with a lot of stops. Again, there was still a few more opportunities that we could have gotten. Marner is non-existent, bro. I mean, that guy is non-existent. He had a nice pass on yesterday's game, last night's game, but other than that, man, it's like just terrible. Like you watch him and he looks like one of the Monstars had taken all his and it's like he has no idea what he's doing out there.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed in that, and he's one of our most important players. We're also missing our boy Nylander too, so we're not at full capacity and full Leafs mode, I guess you could say. I thought it was a good game. It's you got to win those games. 3-2, close, entertaining as hell. That's for sure. Super entertaining, just a fun hockey game. Honestly, fun, good playoff hockey where you're stressed out a little bit. That also, I was gonna say that last like 10 minutes, incredible defense because they got to
Hmm.
play Boston in the last like 5 minutes from Tuesday with the fucking I don't even know what he was doing, holding or something like that, hooking.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so so to be able to get out of that game, not get scored on late in the game either was good. It was a good finish to that game. But yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I was pleased that we got away with the win. Let's go to game 3, our first game at home. I've mentioned this in the past that how we do not play well at home in the playoffs. We've lost
Yeah.
our last 5 games now at home, or actually, I think it's either 5 or 6. I can't remember, but it's not good when we're playing at home. I don't know why. It should be the complete opposite. We should be winning every single game at home,
Yeah.
but it makes no sense to me. Obviously, Boston just outplayed us, man. I think it was kind of relatively close in between. They had the more shots on net, but I think when it came to the end, we got lucky with that second goal off Bertuzzi's leg, and it bounced off Lindholm and into the net. Like we
Yeah.
just couldn't. We when we had our chances, we just couldn't put them in because Swayman was just unreal, dude. Swayman with 28 saves on 30 shots, 933 save percentage, just playing out of his mind, dude. When we had so many chances in front of the net, and we just couldn't put them away. Matthews had loads of shots. I think he had, yeah, he had. Oh, he only had 3 shots. Okay, I thought he had more than that. Domi actually had the most shots of the game with 5. Samsonov played. I think he played great. I think people were kind of nagging on him a bit for that Frederick goal, the first one,
Yeah.
where he just let it in the post. I think that's just a great shot. I don't think it's that you should be nagging on him too much for that one. The Bertuzzi, the not Bertuzzi, the DeBrusque goal. He has a wide open net. He's got to put those away. And the Marchand one at the end, I think, was just a great shot. It's hard to save those. I feel like any
Good show.
goaltender would let that in. Like that's literally as top right as you can get.
Top shelf.
And yeah,
Classic. Yeah.
it's ridiculous how I'm just gonna say this right now. Marchand is the biggest rat fucker in the league. I hate him so much, especially in the playoffs, dude. Like the fact that he can get away with the tripping penalties, the one against Bertuzzi right in the middle of the ice, right before the fucking Frederick goal was
Yeah.
complete bullshit. Like it was so dumb. The fact that he got away with that. They were both going at each other before that, but it was a clear tripping call away from the play. If
Yeah.
not tripping, that's interference. Like he's fucking taking him out of the play. Bertuzzi could have impacted the goal on the Frederick goal if he had not been fucking getting tripped the whole time, right? It's it makes no sense to me that the refs don't get called on that. Even before that, Matthews was in the Boston zone. He gets fucking form tackled by McAvoy behind the net. No call for that one. Craig Simpson was saying like, yeah, that should be called in every single game. Like every single game that should be getting called.
Yeah.
Even though the puck was kind of near him, that he's getting tackled, dude. He got tackled and no call at all. The ref's watching it the whole time. He's literally in the corner watching it and doesn't call it.
Yeah.
I'll say that there was calls that were missed on both sides, but Boston deserved more penalties that game. 100%. And
Yeah.
it just sucks that when we did have the opportunities to fucking score on the power plays, it just didn't go our way.
Yeah.
And that just made me more pissed off.
No,
What were your thoughts?
I agree with you. Yeah, no, the game was a shitty game to say the least. Of course, on my birthday, I had to little shout out right there, but I had to sit through that fucking shit show. I had hope at the beginning. Again, like it's just opportunities. It's missed opportunities up front. There's passing issues or something going on. Like that was like one of the main things I noticed is like there's just passes to nobody, and like it just looks sloppy at times, and like you're not getting the right opportunities. Power play, you're missing opportunities there, and I won't. I'm gonna agree. Like Boston has a good. They've good defense. They just do. Like they're good defense, and this is going to be a tough series to win. But it's man, I don't know. Like it was disappointing. I think that we could have won this game. Like we played defense good defense all game long. I felt just offense, couldn't come through.
Yeah.
Like little things like, Matthews is supposed to be him and he was not him yes, last night, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think on your point about Marner, I think he had that one moment, that great assist on Nyes' goal,
Yeah.
but the rest of the game, I didn't see him at all. Like I didn't see him, impacting on offense at all. Like he was fucking ghosting out there. I'm
Yeah.
just looking at the specific stats here. We out hit Boston. 74-63. We definitely were physical out there, which is good. One more face-offs. But the thing is, we had more power plays than them, 5-3, but we didn't score on any of them.
Yeah.
We were 0 for 5 on the power play, while they had 3 power plays and they scored on 2 of them. That's the difference maker when it comes to us. Like we can't figure out a way to impact on the power plays and the opportunities that we're given, and we can't figure out how to figure out a way to break through on those opportunities. And it's really frustrating to see that, because with the amount of firepower we have with Matthews, Marner, and Bertuzzi, and Domi really should be on the fucking first power play instead of Marner, based on how Domi's been playing in the playoffs. Like he's been playing great, and without Nylander, it's tough to see this power play lacking. And I just recently found out, I don't know if you got a notification about this, but the reason why Nylander's sitting out is because he has migraines. Migraines. What I'd say, pop a couple fucking Tylenols and play in the game. Your excuse is you have migraines? It's fucking ridiculous. How is your excuse migraines when your team, you're getting paid tens of millions of dollars every year? We just signed you on a big contract, and now your time has come to fucking impact and try and go for a cup, but your excuse is you have fucking migraines? I don't understand that at all. You should be fucking putting some put some fucking take some fucking needles to your head or some shit. Get some fucking Tylenols and go in the game.
Yeah.
How are you letting that affect you? It's little excuses like that just make me so fucking mad. I don't know what the problem is with McMahon. I think he has an actual injury apart from a fucking migraine, but he should be coming back too, because he's a big part of the offense as well. He had like 16 goals this year. And if you put him on the third line with Robertson and Holmberg and Yarncroke, I don't know where he would fit in, or maybe put him on the second line, he would impact them. We'd impact the offense greatly. And the fact that those two guys aren't playing is a big issue. And that's why we're losing games and not putting more pucks in the net, because they're not playing.
Yeah.
Like
No.
Nylander should be playing right now. I don't understand how a fucking migraine is going to affect you from not playing at your best. And we should be tougher than this, especially come playoff time, and not let migraines affect the team's success.
No, I completely agree.
Doesn't make sense to me.
I completely agree. I completely agree with you. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how severe a migraine is. Like, I don't know what what is it? Just a headache?
Well, they said it's a concussion,
Oh,
but you can definitely take if it's that severe, you can
well, if it's
probably
a
take
concussion,
medicine to at least
yeah,
tone it down for a couple hours.
yeah, you can't play with a concussion. Like, yeah,
I
that,
know, but like if it's that bad, like if it's
yeah,
like not that bad, then take a fucking
yeah, but
couple.
if you're getting migraines because of a concussion, that's not a good sign at all. That means that something's wrong with your head, and if you should not play. I mean, no, if it's just like he's got a headache or something like that, but you just don't know how severe it is. I know what you mean though. I know it's annoying, but like because
Powering through that. I understand
what
it's not the regular season and it's physical hockey, right? Because you might get hit in the head or something. But I think I obviously I can't talk because I've never been in the NHL or played in those types of games. But the fact that he's sitting out on these big games is just disappointing to me as a fan, and I don't like to see it.
Yeah, it's just like that's the issue with them not explaining anything to us. Is not giving us any updates really on it, like what his issue is, and like that's what makes us so annoyed. Is like, what the hell is this? Like, okay, he's got migraines. What do you mean? Like, so yeah, I don't know.
And it's a good thing that the next game's on Saturday and not a Friday game, which is
Yeah,
good because it gives him more time to rest. And hopefully he can come back for game 4, if not game 5, because we definitely fucking need him.
yeah,
Because if Matthews and Marner are not performing, obviously I'll lay off Matthews for him basically carrying us to that win in game 2. But if Marner is not performing, then we definitely need Nylander to come back, because Nylander is one of our stronger playoff performers when it comes to offense. So we need him back as fast as possible. And that's like urgent. We need him back. So, so now let's move on to another couple NHL games that happened since our last podcast. My prediction for the Stars winning the cup is not looking too good right now. They are down 2-0 to Vegas. Lost 2 straight games at home. I think that fucking LTIR bullshit has kind of rattled the Stars.
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely an issue. Ottinger's not looking his best right now. I thought he was going to be great, but the only way the Stars can get back in the series if they win 2 games in Vegas, which I do not see happening, because Vegas, that stadium or that arena is electric when they're in the playoffs. So I don't think the Stars are going to come out of this one, and my prediction's not looking too good. The Jets and Avalanche series is amazing, dude. Like, I can't wait for Friday, because that's the game 3 in Colorado. That series is every single game. Game 1 and 2 has been unreal. Back and forth action, great physical play, like just like electric power plays. Like, it's like there's nothing better, man.
Yeah. No,
the atmosphere in Winnipeg definitely helped it out with the whiteout in games 1 and 2. But man, like I can't wait for the next couple of games for that series and how it's going to play out.
No, I'm hyped too, man. I'm very excited. It's looking, it's just I don't know, like something about that, like Winnipeg, like in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, like just like playing their fucking asses off. It's like it's such like a pure Canadian team. It feels almost more Canadian than any other place, because it's got to be like the least populated city out of all the Canadian cities that are
right.
I would think. I don't know about it.
No, probably it is. It
like
is.
between Edmonton and Calgary, maybe, but like it's it's not a big city. It's not a big city. It's basically so it's I don't know. I like that aspect of it. I like that it's like you just got this very, very, I don't know what the word is, like you just like pure Canadian club that everyone is just absolute diehard fans, because I just love to see it. So, if that Leafs aren't winning, it's Winnipeg all the way. That's who I'm cheering.
Yeah.
And then,
like I'd love to see any other Canadian team win other than Montreal, because fuck Montreal, fuck the Canadians. They're not going to be. They're not going to be in the. They're not even going to be in the playoffs for the next like 5 years. So they say they're rebuilding, but they actually aren't. They're fucking going down the hill. But the thing is with Winnipeg is that they weren't selling tickets throughout the regular season, but all of a sudden when they're like one of the best teams in the league and they're not selling tickets at home, which was really confusing to me. And then all of a sudden in the playoffs, it's fucking bumping in there.
Yeah.
Like it was really confusing how, well, maybe it also helps that it also doesn't help that, there's barely any people living in Winnipeg or Manitoba in general.
Yeah.
But it's really weird that they're playing well and they're not even selling out home games, right? Where it's like the Leafs, they're even though the tickets are fucking 200 plus and the nosebleeds, people are still going.
Yeah. I don't know, just populated city. That's the way it is. It's like insane there. That's what compared to Winnipeg, where it's just not. I guess that's maybe an aspect of it. Did you say it's sold out at the Winnipeg?
Every time it's either it's a sellout crowd and the place is fucking jumping. I wish the fucking Leaf games were like that at home.
Oh man.
But they never are, because it's just filled with suits and corporate seats, right? It's just people who, are fans of the team but not diehard fans like us, who don't have the cost of money to be going to those games, right? So yeah.
Okay, well, I got a question for you then. I think I think I've asked this before though. What do you think is the most electric like hockey crowd, NHL crowd in the league, I guess.
Oof. I don't know. Winnipeg's up there. Vancouver was great in game 1 and 2. They were playing the crowd was having a big impact on that. Other than game 2, because I think Demko getting injured in game 1 kind of cost them
Yeah.
that the series could be Demko not playing. But I think I hate to say it, but Montreal is their fans are great, man. The fact, even though I hate them so much, but they have the biggest arena in the NHL for any team. I think that's definitely factoring in.
That's,
That also helps, but I think the Canadian fans are just they're superior, and they when the Canadians are in the playoffs, they're great fans. So
yeah,
I think I got to give it to them.
fair enough.
But what are your who's your
I gotta say, ooh, yeah, like Winnipeg was electric. We all know Montreal's pretty insane too.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'd say. That's what I'd
I
say.
think any Canadian
Yeah,
fan base, if you let make the tickets cheaper and bring all those fans out from Maple Leaf Square into the stadium, then they could be competing for best crowd.
yeah,
But the fact that it's so expensive to go into the fucking Scotiabank Arena, then that's why our atmosphere isn't that good.
yeah.
All right, let's move on. We got a new segment for you fans here. We've been thinking about, we're doing well in the views section, but we kind of want to, broaden out a bit here. So we got a new segment for you in between Leafs and Jays talk. We don't have a specific name for it, but we're sticking with this for now. We're calling it things that don't make sense.
Yeah,
So this is kind of like our section of the podcast where we're going to rant a bit, kind of let out our feelings about something that sports related, not sports related, but we're going to kind of broaden out our complaints about things in the world. So
exactly.
I'll let Ryan start out here and
Okay.
explain
Yeah.
his thing that does not make sense.
So I think this segment will also help explain, a little bit more of our personalities as well,
Hmm.
our opinion, what our opinions are like, and who we are as people. So it'll help you understand us and appreciate us more, I'd like to say. So, first off, right away, I am very, very passionate and an opinionated person. So this will help, and Ryan is as well, especially when it comes to sports. But I'd like to start it off. You know what does not make sense to me are allergies. Allergies, I think, are the most embarrassing fucking Mickey Mouse shit I have ever heard. It does not make any sense. I don't have allergies, so I can
Oh well.
I can say this all I want. And when I mean allergies, I don't mean like the sniffles. I mean like a peanut. What the fuck is you? How is a peanut fucking killing you? And then like dogs and shit like that. All that sort of. I don't understand that whatsoever. What also doesn't make sense to me is the fact that like back in the day, you could bring peanuts everywhere. There's no such thing. Like I was asking, like, Mom, did you have any kids in your class that had peanut allergies? And they were like, no, not at all. And I was like, that's weird. And then all of a sudden, kids just started like a peanut. They ate one, and their fucking throat would swell up. Like, fucking get a grip, kid. Like, this is ridiculous. The same goes for asthma too. Asthma is the biggest joke of
Wow. So
yes.
you're basically telling people have allergies are pussies. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, I literally am. Like bro, that would be the worst life, having to carry an EpiPen around wherever you go. And then also the fact that like you have to like as soon as like somebody brings out like a PB&J, you're like, get away, get away. Like fuck off. I could like go like I'm not going to. I'd never do that to somebody because obviously people will die. But it is crazy how a peanut can kill somebody.
well, you're just contradicting yourself there. You say, "Oh, people will die because of allergies."
They will die, but it doesn't make any sense how they die. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
It's just their immune system is doesn't work for
T-bone
specific
time, bro.
things.
That's what it is. They're
I have allergies, but they're not like they're not like stupid ones. Like I don't have a peanut allergy, but like I'm allergic to like cats or like dogs who shed. Like literally, like if I it's not severe, but like if I'm in a house with like a cat, specifically a cat though, who sheds regularly, because every cat sheds, and like my eyes like fuck up, like they're like they like I my eyes are watery and shit.
fair enough.
But I just have like a I rarely go to houses with cats because I fucking hate cats. Sorry about the
Oh,
cat lovers, but I hate cats.
who likes cats?
Dogs all the way. But if I do go into someone's house who has a cat, I just put an allergy have an allergy pill and I'm fine. So it's like I don't really give a shit as much, but like, you know, I don't mind that take. I think allergies are sometimes stupid, but
Yeah,
I don't have like family
you
members
like
or like
fish and stuff like that, and like
yeah,
shell.
that's yeah.
There's like wheat and like soy and all that. There's all those ones. There's like the crazy ones. I remember I knew a guy that was allergic to horses. I knew a guy that was allergic to grass. And at that point, like just had the
What?
allergies. And
Grass?
yeah, it's like if he rolled around and get grass or something like that, his arms would get a big rash and everything like that. So it's
How
like
are you a real person?
you're just like at that point you're like, oh my God, bro, come on now. Like, come
You're
on.
allergic to fucking
Like you're
grass?
just a
That's someone who just wants to fucking not socialize. That's literally like someone who just wants to stay inside in their their parents' basement and
no,
just fucking play video games all day.
I remember. Like yeah, but like I just remember it was just like, oh brother, like come on now. I remember he couldn't come over like because like like my dog would like fuck him up like crazy. Like he'd just be dying because of my dog. And I was like, holy shit, man. Like this is insane. So
God.
I'm just out on allergies, bro. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's valid. Some people have just weird ones that don't make sense to me. I think this is kind of a sports one. I think everyone can agree on.
Okay.
If you don't agree on this, then get out of here. I think every single sports league has the worst officiating. Just officiating in general throughout sports. I think there's always that one person in every league that just fucking sucks at their job. I think you for the MLB because you're a bigger fan than me. I think there's a consensus here that Angel Hernandez, how the fuck does he have a
Bro,
job?
I could name five
How
like CB
yeah.
Buckner. I could fucking Joe or Joe, not Joe Buck, the fat one, the I forget.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
Joe
talking about.
West,
Yeah,
Joe
he's an idiot.
West, yeah,
Joe West. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Though these fucking idiots, they do not know how. They don't read the fucking rule books, do they? They have no idea what they're fucking talking about. Obviously, the Leaf game yesterday, there were some fucking shitty calls, like I mentioned, that fucking form tackle behind the net and Marchand being a little rat that he is, tripping up Bertuzzi in the middle of the ice. Yeah, fucking bitch. There's also the NBA too. I don't watch the NBA as much, but I see clips on Instagram of these NBA refs making some of the worst calls I've ever seen, missing fouls, missing traveling calls. The fact that travels don't get called enough in the NBA is ridiculous.
There's
Carries,
yeah.
like there's so many calls. And don't even get me started in the NFL. I know you don't watch the NFL as much as me, but every single fucking game, there's always a couple calls that are so blatant and the refs always miss them. There's this one call I remember in this playoff game. It was between the Rams and the Saints. This was about 5 or 6 years back. And it was supposed to be pass interference. If anyone doesn't know what pass interference is, the receiver gets hit or he gets affected by the defensive back while he's trying to catch the ball. This was clear pass interference. This guy head first butts the receiver. He can't catch the ball. Like he literally has no attempt at catching the ball. The refs is looking at the play the whole time and doesn't call it. That call They were in the Saints were in the Rams zone, like at the 20-yard line, no call. That basically costed them going to the Super Bowl, and the Rams won in overtime. I'm not saying that that play that like the Saints didn't have a chance to get a touchdown after the play, but the fact that the refs are not seeing this is ludicrous. Even though it didn't affect my team personally, there's obviously been shit calls against the Bills or the Jays or the Leafs or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like the fact that you're not calling these like as a like a regular watcher of sports is completely ridiculous. And it needs to be fixed. Like I know the MLB is implementing. They have that in the minor leagues. They have that AI, not AI, but it's like a computer, and they challenged strike or ball calls, and they show it and see if it catches the zone and shit, which is good, but also bad because it kind of takes out the authenticity of the game, which
Yeah,
is kind of what
time,
soccer's
you want
doing.
the game to be played fairly. You want it to, it's not fun. Like it's really annoying like when there's those bullshit calls and like just like yeah, I agree with you. Like my grandpa had an idea where like rather than having, robot umpires, you just have an umpire behind there and he has like an earpiece that tells him the right call and then he just says
Hmm,
it. So that
that's
way
interesting.
maybe you can still get them to keep their job. They can still, call the safer out like that shit and like box or whatever,
Yeah.
but just calls because that's the most important part. Because again, like comparing referees to umpires in each sport, umpires have the most work to do, especially home plate umpires, because every second they're making a call. They're making a ball strike every
Yeah.
second, every, the most out of any sport. And so just naturally you're going to see more incorrect calls. But it's just like it's crazy because these people aren't the umpires aren't athletes either, so
No.
they don't have that great eye that MLB players have, and then
Yeah.
like compare, and so it's ridiculous.
Especially at the MLB, dude. Some of these umpires, oh my God, you got to get back in fucking shape, dude. Like that fucking Joe West guy, that guy's at least 500 pounds. Like that guy is an absolute tank. And like the fact that he's calling these
Well,
games,
he's retired now, but he was bad before. He was rough.
oh my
And there's
God,
been, like perfect
horrendous.
games been ruined because of umpires. There's been like Max Scherzer, like some player like leaned in and got hit by the pitch on the last
Yeah.
batter after at number 27 out of all the batters that he faced, leaned in, turned it into a no hitter. Still, he got the no hitter, was pretty dope. And that was when like peak Scherzer, where he was just a disgusting athlete,
Hmm.
insane with the Nats. But yeah, I can't stand it. Like I think you gotta put in robot umpires because it's like so frustrating to watch, man. And like some of these calls are like it's just guessing at that point. But yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
It's pretty horrendous. Like I know you're not a big soccer guy, but VAR is a massive discussion point when it comes to making decisions in soccer. Like this past weekend, my team Chelsea, they were playing in this final, or not final, this semifinal for a big English trophy, and there
Yeah,
was a call where this player, the ball hit his hand or his arm, and he moved his arm down so he could hit the ball
yeah,
and not let it affect the goalie. And they went to check it in VAR, but the ref decided not to challenge it, like to not give it the penalty.
yeah.
And that penalty cost Chelsea the game because they lost at the end. So those big decisions are costly in big games like that. And obviously people kind of discredit Messi for during the World Cup because the team got so many penalties, and people thought FIFA was paying off the refs to make sure that Messi won the World Cup,
Yeah.
and that was a hot discussion, and like the refs are, as long as there's like you talk about the MLB and how there's a strong union with the umpires. That's how Angel Hernandez is still like
Right.
still working, so it's I don't know, man. The officiating needs to step up a bit, and maybe they hold a press conference after every game, and the umpires or the refs, whatever, can say, I stand by my decision or I made the wrong call, and not let the fans get mad at them
Yeah.
for making these calls, right? They got to own up to it. So I think that's definitely a thing that doesn't make sense to me when it comes to sports, is the officiating. But yeah, let's we've done our segment there. Let us know what you think of the things that don't make sense. I think it's a pretty interesting idea. It lets us display our opinions on things in the real world, not just sports. But I came out with a sports one today, but definitely different ones coming your way. Let's move on to the Jays. This week was interesting to say the least. The last couple games where we were 1-2.
It's not good at all. It was interesting. It was boring. It was a terrible series. It's so far it's a terrible series. Right now they're down 2-0.
Oh, they're playing. Oh yeah, they have the afternoon game. Yeah, we're filming this right when they're playing their afternoon game on Thursday. And are you saying they're losing?
They're losing, and they're not good. They're just like they're the most. They don't have an offense. Ross Atkins constructed a horrible team, and at the same time, who can you blame because of the fact that like fucking where did these players go? Like what happened? I mentioned reversing back to Space Jam with the Monstars taking these players' powers away. That's what it looks like. Like I don't get how fucking Alec Manoah is just gone. Like how we just fell off the face of the earth. I don't know how Alejandro Kirk is hitting fucking 185. I don't know if Vladdy rounds out on every pitch. What the fuck is happening with Bo Bichette, man? Like, how is this happening? Why does this happen to our team every fucking year? It's so inconsistent. I can't fucking stand watching this team. Man, it's so annoying. It's torture. It's torture. And I'll tell you, I'm a fucking loyal fan because I'll watch every game and I'll go through that torture. I'll go through that fucking waterboarding of a bird bath that I have to sit through in the fucking Blue Jays, man. Like, fuck them. It's so annoying. They're a bunch of losers, is what they are. Yeah, listen, they're a bunch of fucking losers, is what they are. Vladdy's a loser, Bo's a loser. They're fucking bums. They're a bunch of fucking pussies, and I fucking hate them. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just
No, you're right. You're definitely right.
3 up, 3 down. If they get down by like a single run, it's like the end of the game. They give up after like as soon as like it's just pathetic at bat after pathetic at bat. They don't try and adjust whatsoever. And I feel like I'm not a coach, so maybe I shouldn't be knowing shit. But then I realize there are dumb people in this world, and dumb people might be coaching the Blue Jays and
Oh,
might
guess what just happened? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. strikes out swinging, 3 outs.
exactly.
That was my main point coming into
And
this
yeah,
is
and the other
Vladdy.
thing is though, yeah, sorry, but
The
before you,
second game
yeah,
where they were up 2-0. I can't remember what inning they were down, but just fucking routine play for Kiner Falefa, threw a good ball to
made a
Vlad.
great play. Yeah,
Yeah, right at the fucking glove. Right there. He's on the fucking bag. Nope. Goes right through his glove. Or actually, he just doesn't catch it.
like
And after his little Dominican ass is like, I just did not catch the ball. I did not catch the ball. You should be catching it. You're getting paid millions of dollars. You play the easiest fucking position in the game.
yeah,
You stand on the fucking bag and you catch the ball. And the fact that leads to a 3-run inning, and you can't produce anything offensively, going 0 for 5 in the fucking game, makes me want to tell Ross Atkins to fucking trade your ass.
yeah. No, I think but we're not gonna get anything for him because he's so bad. This is just who he is, man. This is just who he is. You can't really say anything else about it. Like he's gonna hit.
This year's the movie. No, it ain't. This is the fucking I don't even know what this is. This is like fucking watching that Rebel Moon shit that fucking Zack Snyder has been making. I watched that first part 1. That shit was the worst fucking sci-fi movie I've ever seen. That's what Vladdy is right now. Fucking Rebel Moon. That's what it is. Horrible.
Embarrassing.
Horrible player.
It's it sucks to watch. It's just like no fun to watch. And they should be ashamed of themselves. Like they should apologize to the fans. I would love an apology, but that's so it's a little bit like I wouldn't mind an apology if they like came out and just like sorry fans, but I can't stand to watch them, man. I'll watch every game because you know what? Like
And guess who we're coming up
oh,
against? The best team, the best lineup in baseball, the Dodgers. Otani's going to hit fucking 5 homers on us. Mookie Betts is going to have 10 hits in 3 games. I already know that's going to happen. Like we're gonna get fucking swept at home by these pricks. I was excited. I'm like, this is gonna be fun because Otani's
we can't
coming,
lose a
and
series
we're gonna.
to the Royals, bro. We can't lose a series to the Royals. That just can't happen. That can't happen. You gotta. They're not a playoff team. They're just not. Like that's we know that by now. They're not a playoff team.
I keep seeing in every Blue
And
Jays
I honestly
Instagram section.
like yeah, they can't make it deep into a playoffs. And like the other thing is though too is like this as frustrating as this team is, and we know how frustrating this team is. I think like just if you guys are like 20 games below 500 or like 10, 15,
Just
trade
give up.
sell at the deadline, bro.
Just give up.
Don't sell to the Yankees, but sell. That's all I'm saying.
Or the Dodgers. Don't sell to either of those money grabbing fucks.
Actually, you know what? I would be fine to sell to the Dodgers because their fucking their minor league system is just getting fucking swept away because they keep trading players. They like traded so many players away like in the off season and like
Because they're going all in on the fucking championships now. They don't care, but they're not like the Orioles
they
where
trade
they have loads of
Brown,
fucking guys.
was a free agent. Oh, all four.
Just fucking the Orioles minor league system is just blonde hair, blue eyes, whole fucking minor league system just keep coming up. Like they literally all look the same, bro. All these fucking Orioles prospects, they all look the same, dude. I don't know how they're just breeding blonde guys for their fucking team.
Oh, I
And
know.
soon it's just going to be a full team of blonde dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, last night's game, the exact same, just 3-2. Nobody can score.
Yeah,
Addison Barger got called up though, however, and John Schneider decided to put him in left field, which is a position he's like not even played before. So, yeah, great job on that. Anyway, just not good.
uh,
Not good at all.
are isn't Toronto sports so fun to watch? Like I love my teams, man.
Why do we put ourselves through it? Why do you think we do this to ourselves?
Dude, like the
Well, they
only
ran
the
its
only
fun.
joy I've had in my years of watching sports has been the Raptors championship run, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
We had a couple fun years with Jays in the playoffs. No fun years actually as a Leaf fan. Just getting fucking roundhoused in the fucking first round, first round of the playoffs every year. So yeah, it's great. It's great being a sports fan. I think I might just fucking quit sports in general. Not this podcast though, because this podcast is great.
No, you can't, bro. You can't quit sports. Like, think about it though. Like, I think so at some point you gotta just have I think they should have just some mentality. Sell every prospect. Just just give up every fucking prospect. Like and
That's what we did. We gave up fucking Gabby Moreno
no,
for
Leafs
Varsho.
too. Leafs gotta do that too. They gotta trade for like McDavid, bro.
Yeah, well, we'll have to give up half of our organization for McDavid.
Do
And
it.
McDavid doesn't want to come to
Think
Toronto.
about it.
He doesn't want to come here.
Think about it though.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to come here though.
Doesn't matter if
McDavid
he
doesn't want to live in
traded. He
Toronto.
doesn't have a say in who he gets traded to.
He's gonna go to fucking like the Kings
He
or
can't
something. He's gonna do a fucking Gretzky and go to a South team in the NHL.
Gretzky didn't
And
have a choice though.
yeah, but I think he's not gonna go to another Canadian team. He's done here. He wants to live in America, 100%.
I
He's done with Canada.
Maybe. He gets
Especially if they
traded
don't do
though.
anything in the playoffs.
Is he a free agent though?
No, he's signed to a long contract. He's gonna get if he wants to leave, he's gonna have to ask for a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he signed a big contract a couple years ago,
How many years?
like 7 or 8. He's
Huh?
there. He's gonna be there for a long time. If he's, it's like the Mike Trout thing, right? Mike Trout just doesn't want to succeed on a good team.
8 years, 100 million extension.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's there for a long time. He got the Trout treatment. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there for a while unless he wants to leave.
Fair.
So
Fair.
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, anything else you have to add?
Uh, fuck Toronto sports. Fuck officiating. Uh, hopefully my Stanley Cup pick goes through. I hope the Stars win 2 games away.
Yep.
That's all I really got to say about this week. Hopefully when we come back on Tuesday, we'll have better mindsets going into both Jays and Leafs,
Yep.
and we'll be happy campers. There
Sounds
you
good.
go.
Love to.
Oh, and fuck Johnny, by the way.
Why?
I don't know, it's just because fuck Johnny.
Fair enough. All right. You fellas, thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone.
And ladies. You never know. The ladies might be watching.
Ladies, yep. Have a good one. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you later.